Thanks for listening to Middle Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
Cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
stories. There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just naming things in the room.
Oh my god.
There's a cult of ghosts. Ray Gun Radio presents
Middle Aged and Mediocre. Hey Joel.
Hey.
What do you call a pumpkin that tells bad jokes?
I don't know. What do you call a pumpkin that tells bad jokes?
A hack-o'-lantern.
Oh, man.
And that's the movie we watched.
Hack-o'-lantern.
Hey, we are here with another movie review.
Yep.
And
only our second one.
this was supposed to be the Mothman movie.
Yep.
And we did that episode.
We watched it. We recorded it.
We recorded it. Well, sort of.
What happened?
Well, I forgot to turn on both mics.
Yeah. And why? I feel like somebody paid you not to turn my mic on. This is a conspiracy.
But who was it?
Was it Smarsh?
It was Smarsh.
Oh, first guess right out of the gate.
Sorry, Smarsh. You know my rules. If you guess it within one
man.
guess.
I knew it.
Yep. Smarsh was, he's sick of hearing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't be the only one.
He said he'd really like to hear about the Mothman movie, but just from my point of view. So.
But he didn't want to hurt my feelings. He's like, let him think he's recorded.
Yeah.
But you're like where you give the unplugged in controller to like your little sister, little niece or something. I'm like, yeah, play the video game.
Yeah,
look at you jumping. You did really good there.
Ah, look at you.
I was making jokes. That was really. I thought that was a really good episode.
Well, I mean, it's technically no longer existing.
Oh, you deleted it all the way. I saw you posted it for a second.
It's on Anchor,
okay.
but it's like not published.
Yeah.
So maybe one of these days I'll make it available again. But yeah, you really. I mean, like midway through, you start. Like I don't know why you suddenly start coming in clear. Because
that's when I came over and sat on your lap.
It does kind of sound like you decided to lean in close to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
let's rub our beers together while we record.
Get that staticky friction noise.
Yeah, that's the only way to get rid of the feedback.
Our, ASMR podcast. It's just us rubbing our beers together into the mic.
Cool, nice.
But no, yeah. So we
and I couldn't let that stand. I saw the post. You did publish it for a second, or posted it, and I was like, I'll just run over and we'll watch a movie real quick and just bang it out on Halloween. It's Halloween.
Yeah, you ran over, you woke me up.
Yeah.
You got me out of the bed. You're like, we're redoing this.
Just shook you awake.
So yeah, we decided like I didn't want to sit through Mothman again, or try to like.
I don't think we could have caught that same magic.
Right, the moth magic.
Yeah.
So instead we're watching. We're recording on Halloween.
Yep.
It's October 31st.
Yep.
So we went with a cheesy 80s horror movie.
1988.
1988, and we watched.
It's extra cheesy. It's Velveeta cheesy.
We watched Hack-O-Lantern.
Hack-O-Lantern.
It's on Shudder right now, and if you don't already have a Shudder account, you should go sign up. I believe it's only like $6 a month, $7 a month. But
you got $7.
You get a 7-day free trial, I think. So if you're if you're listening to this on Halloween and you're looking for some movies to watch tonight,
don't watch this
during
one.
a party.
No.
Put this one on. It's a good Halloween party movie, I think. Yeah, and then I also recommend.
But then you got to make sure before the 7 days is up, you got to make sure you don't you have to do something if you get the 7-day trial?
Cancel.
Yeah.
Before that just happened to me with.
They got you.
Remember I signed up for.
Welcome. No, not welcome.
To watch Sudden Death.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I forgot to cancel the Showtime thing.
Oh
So
snap.
they hit me with a month of it.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah.
It was worth.
You got a job.
$12 to watch the Jean-Claude Van Damme classic.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But yeah, so we are going. Yeah, so we watched. We just finished watching Hack-O-Lantern. Like Joel said, it's from 1988. It stars.
But it's set in 1983.
It's set, yeah.
Well, that's what that gravestone said. But I think it's supposed to be set in '88 because it has like that late '80s vibe.
the time, everything to do with time in this movie is real weird. The main guy in it, well, the guy that gets top credit is what was his name again?
High Pike.
High Pike, and High Pike was in.
That's like a greeting. Like if you have a buddy, your buddy
Named
John Pike, his last name's Pike. You call each other by your last name. You're like, "Hi, Pike."
That's a very specific scenario where that works.
It is.
He was in the movie Blade Runner, and that's why he was cast in this movie.
I've never seen Blade
and
Runner.
given top billing.
Yeah.
Because they thought they're getting somebody from Blade Runner.
And they couldn't get Tim Curry.
Right.
That whole movie, I was just like, this guy is trying to be Tim Curry.
He would love to be. He's got big eyes.
Yeah.
Very expressive eyes.
He overacts a touch.
A touch.
A
touch is being fair.
Yeah. Only when he opens his mouth and does anything, though.
Right. And he talks kind of like this sometimes.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
And he drives around with pumpkins.
Come on, Tommy. Get
He's
in my pumpkin
He's a
truck.
satanic pumpkin farmer.
Delivery man.
Yeah, delivery man.
I'm a satanic pumpkin delivery man.
Hence the Hack-O-Lantern.
So he was in Blade Runner for about 10 seconds. He's like a bar owner. But the producer of this movie, so the producer and the director are both two gentlemen born in India.
Okay.
And the producer lived over here in America. And he lived in Houston where he sold T-shirts. And somehow, through this venture in Houston, he made $150,000.
Damn. And that's in the 80s.
In the 80s. So once he had
Houston
the money,
loves their T-shirts.
He went to L.A. He wanted to become a big. Big time. I think he wanted to act. I don't know for sure, but things didn't really work out for him.
Yeah.
So he ends up finding a UCLA student. He gives him $300 and he says, "I want you to write a movie script for me. The only thing it has to be about Halloween." So
it's Halloween today.
So that's this UCLA student writes the movie, and the producer he hires on a man named Jag Mundhra.
Sure.
To be the director, and Jag was a director in India. He had already made some stuff. He had no idea what Halloween was. When he was brought on to direct this movie, he also barely spoke English. The only thing he really knew about Halloween was that there was a movie called Halloween that made $70 million, and he was like, "Yep, awesome. I will direct this new Halloween movie.
Yep.
And I will also make $70 million.
We're gonna be rich.
Yeah. So
Hack-O-Lantern.
He also he brought in his own writer to do some rewrites, and his goal with this movie was to make what is it? Halloween is a holiday.
Yeah,
He
holiday.
wanted to make the holiday of Halloween more Indian.
Oh.
So throughout this movie, we see various people in like Indian, like stereotypical.
And the music.
There's
some of the Philistine music and stuff.
There's a music video in the movie.
He dreams it, Tommy.
And in that music video, the lady has like 6
8
arms.
arms, yeah.
She does, whatever, 8, however many.
Yeah, maybe 6.
So, yeah, it's definitely got some Indian flair to it. So, we start out in, I have no idea what year we're supposed to be starting out in. Well,
He died in 68, yeah, so I guess 1968.
1968 when we're starting. And Tommy, his grandpa comes to see him. Like we said, his grandpa's a pumpkin salesman.
He's a weird fella.
It seems.
Hi, Pike!
His name's High Pike.
The actor.
He pulls up and he talks to Tommy about things. He gives Tommy a pumpkin.
Yeah, it's really handsy with him.
Yeah. And, it is.
It's kind of awkward.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird scene. And after he leaves, Tommy's father is all upset because he doesn't want Grandpa anywhere near Tommy.
Grandpa's weird. Grandpa, he does pumpkins and Satanism.
Yeah. So
nothing against Satanism, it's just another form of religion.
Tommy's father goes to
so it's wrong.
Tell,
no, I don't know.
Tell Tommy's grandpa to leave him alone.
Yeah,
stay
just
away from him.
have a little conversation with them.
And the conversation
In-laws
turns deadly.
Am I right?
Right.
Instantly. Like, as soon as he's like, hey, can you just stay away from my grandpa or my son?
Yeah,
the
somebody else
grandpa's
from behind
like,
stabs him.
Yeah.
Or hits him with something and they kill him.
I don't even know. He does that. I love they kept doing that hand sign. He did that to him and killed him somehow.
Yeah, so the hand sign, there would be a great drinking game where you could just drink every time you see this hand sign.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing the...
well, they're trying to... I think what they're trying to do the devil
horns,
horns, which is just your index and your pinky.
But they throw the thumb out there.
Oh, they throw the thumb out there.
And that turns it into the
I love you
sign.
Or if you're a surfer, you're like, ha, surf's hot, brah.
It's that.
Oh, yeah, it's not even surf's hot, brah.
Yeah, surf's hot, brah without the
yeah,
index.
it's just pinky and thumb.
Yeah. So, but they're doing the
which is also known as the, no, go ahead.
It's not known as the two.
Oh.
Nope, there's the two in the pink.
Oh, yeah.
Still, shocker.
That's the lobster claw.
What's the lobster claw?
The thumb and the pinky. Stop doing that. You're like miming things with your hands, and I don't like it. Put your fingers away.
I'm just seeing how things work. That's all. Don't show me new techniques.
Put your fingers away.
Expect me out to practice them.
All right.
So Tommy's dead. Tommy's dad's dead.
Yeah, he did.
And Tommy's dad runs out when he goes to leave, and he gets in a car, and we see him drive off. And then he shows up at a barn where he tells Tommy's grandpa to leave him alone.
Yeah.
They kill him. They drag him out to his car outside the barn, set it on fire. But then we see Tommy in his bedroom at his house watching this fire. So did Tommy's dad get in the car and drive like 20 feet to the garage?
They don't have all night for this shit.
Yeah, so Tommy...
then Tommy gets out his necklace that Grandpa gave him. Because the mom's pissed and broke the pumpkin Grandpa gave Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he's got his medallion. He's just swinging it back and forth, and then just jumps.
And then now we fast forward 13 years.
But really, fast forward like 30 years.
And we're in 1981. Tommy, when we first meet Tommy... We're guessing he's 10,
maybe 12 max.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So we're supposed to be 13 years in the future. So
25 max?
Max age 25, right?
Yeah.
The guy playing Tommy, this dude is well, you looked it up on IMDb. He was 30 something.
He was 33 in 88 when they filmed it, but he looks 43.
He looks so old.
He's already had like lip injections or something, some sort of lip surgery, and just... It's pretty funny because now everyone else, his little brother and his little sister, like they kind of casted that right kind of age group, where it would be believable.
Well, his little brother, so the guy that plays his little brother in the movie, Roger, he looks like what Tommy should look like when 13 years later. Like, I don't know how they didn't.
But they're like, we need this 45-year-old looking dude to play Tommy.
So the guy that played Tommy. I got a little bit of information about him.
I need all the information about him because he was wonderful.
He was actually...
He hates shirts, number one.
Shirts. He had got into acting. This is his very first movie.
Oh, you don't say.
And he accepted the role just so he would have footage, like an acting reel.
Yeah.
So he had actually been... he had just been cut by the Chargers.
Oh, wow.
For an injury. He was the punter.
Ah.
Yeah, he was a punter. Apparently,
I was like, ah.
Apparently, he was like in college and high school. He was really good. I mean,
really good punter.
Yeah, really good punter.
All right.
So he got to the Chargers, and I think an injury, and he got cut. So then he turns to acting, and he accepts this movie role. So I don't know if it was just like they're like, we'll just take whoever.
He's kind of famous,
right?
Not really.
Yeah. So, but
he's a punter.
So due to the language barriers between him and the director.
Yeah, because the director didn't speak very much English.
Most of the movie, the guy playing Tommy, he has no clue what he's supposed to like. He doesn't know if he's a bad guy. He doesn't know if he's a good guy.
Yeah.
He has no idea what his actual
role comes across. It definitely comes across.
Yeah. So, we missed, so while we're still back in 1968, a kid randomly... the kid that ran up with a gun, the toy gun.
Oh yeah,
that must be Roger.
Oh, okay, and he's like, "Freeze! I'll blow your head out!" Jesus Christ!
He says, "Trick or treat, give me all your money, or I'll blow your head off."
Yeah.
So that's a great thing for a child to be saying in 1968. And then Tommy says, as a child, they walk over and like he's eating something, but His mom tells him to stop, and he says, "I like the taste of blood."
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Well, he cut himself.
For me.
He cut himself.
Oh, he cut himself.
Yeah, with the big ass knife carving the pumpkin.
Okay.
And then he just starts sucking out his finger.
So yeah, they kill Tommy's. Yeah. So we're in the future now.
Back to the Future.
And
hey, that'd be a good name for a movie.
Hey, if we just went back, we could write it. We could do it. We just need a machine. So yeah, Tommy's hanging out in his basement bedroom.
His basement bedroom in his jeans working out.
Do we get the music video already, or is that a little bit later?
I think that him working out's after the music video. I think.
Yeah. But so we get a scene. So Grandpa comes by again looking for Tommy. 13 years in the future.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if he actually talks to him or not, but he goes to leave, and we get a scene of Tommy's mother stopping Grandpa on the side of the road. And then we get this weird flashback scene to Tommy's mother's wedding day, where her father, Grandpa,
accosts her,
tries to rape her.
Yeah,
pulls her titty out of her wedding dress. I don't know what's going on there. He says,
and then she just says, "Leave Tommy alone."
And then he says, "We both know Tommy belongs to both of us." So is he Tommy's father? Did he rape his daughter?
I think so.
There's weird stuff throughout this whole movie. There's weird incestual.
Well, as Tracy Smothers says, incest is the best.
He does say that. Rest in peace, Tracy. Yeah. So then we get some titties.
More titties.
I have here titties.
Titties, more titties. There's a lot. I mean, I'm just saying, we got to take notes.
And these are Tommy's sisters.
Yeah.
Titties in the movie.
I mean, most of the women, they're just introduced topless.
Yeah.
That's their...
well, so let me get to my fact about that.
Okay. Fact number one, boobs rule.
So, in this movie, one of the... most of the women are porn stars.
Okay.
And
I thought I recognized a few of them.
So Raj, he's the producer.
Uh-huh.
He insisted on hiring porn actresses because he had been advised by someone that he needed to have naked women in the movie.
Yeah.
But not only naked, but full frontal.
Oh, full, yeah.
He needed full frontal nudity.
It's a lot of nudity.
And he needed to ensure that they had very little pubic hair. Because...
just to land the strip.
Indie movies were a big deal right now in Japan.
Uh-huh.
Back in the 80s. And the shaved look was so rare over there that this guy told Raj, your movie will be a huge success.
He had a boob guy, a bush guy.
So that's the whole reason.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why we get
it's like every 10 minutes
a full frontal nudity.
Yeah, it's like every 10 minutes. Total 80s.
We get a really fake spider.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's supposed to be
fake. Yeah, it's supposed to be fake.
Yeah, so,
but we couldn't tell at first. Because it's such a bad movie. We're like, all right, they did it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The girl grabs it and uses it as like a loofah or whatever.
Yeah. So Tommy's sister's in the bath, taking a bath, and we get this fake spider. Turns out to just be her friend.
Yeah.
So then they have weird dialogue where
she's a wild girl and yeah.
Yeah.
So, go out in the woods to talk about sex.
So then we get back to meeting Roger, the cop, and he's Tommy's younger brother, who looks like what Tommy should have looked like. Yeah. He's a rookie cop.
But he rides like a red Honda bike.
Yamaha. No police-issued motorcycle.
Nope.
I mean, I guess you're in a small town.
Yeah.
The police station can't afford to pay.
you gotta drive your own shit.
Yeah. And he was like, I want to be cool.
I mean, I'm told just like the week before that, his mom was taking him on patrols.
Yes. The cop, the sheriff asks Roger to go check out what's going on in the cemetery because he hears there's some weird stuff out there.
And there's a lot going on in the cemetery. Apparently, like you said, that's the only way you can get anywhere in town.
Well, Roger says, oh, yeah, it must be a real grave situation.
Oh!
Yes. Then
that's a joke that the director brought in. He wrote that.
So we go back to Tommy. He's laying in his bed. And now we get a music video.
Yep. He's dreaming it.
In this music video, the band in it is a band called DC LaCroix.
There's
LaCroix,
something. There's something.
And the song they're playing is called "You're the Devil's Son."
Yep.
Very direct. No subtlety to this movie.
Nope. Devil's Son.
Yeah. And the band DC LaCroix is called that because the singer's name is her initials were DC, and then the drummer was her friend, and they formed the band, and his last name was LaCroix.
Oh, it's like a Guns N' Roses kind of deal.
DC LaCroix.
Yeah.
We get some smoke. We get a lot of fog machines going in this 80s music video.
It's lasers
hitting
out the drum cymbals and stuff.
Oh yeah, and then
the chick with her eyes,
so
and
the chick's got the 6 arms going.
Yeah, she dances.
Yeah, she ends up so in the dream music video, because that's we got the full.
Yeah, it was.
She beheads Tommy. With the pitchfork,
and he shows him freaking out, laying in his bed, all shaking and convulsing.
Yeah,
and
it looks like he may be doing a little bit more than convulsing.
I hope he brought a towel.
Right. Yeah. I hope he had his best sock handle.
Not your best.
And then we meet the girl with the pentagram tattoo on her butt.
Oh yeah.
So we cut to a girl named Nora, and she's played by a porn actress, Gina Fine.
Yep, Fine.
That's her porn. She didn't go by that in this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's credited as, but her.
She gets naked pretty fast too.
Gina Fine. Yeah, she gets naked almost immediately.
She swims in a net shirt or something.
For some reason has on a see-through shirt
that
she insists on wearing while swimming. Who knows? It's the 80s. But this is Tommy's girlfriend.
Yep.
And Grandpa runs into them, and he is not happy that Tommy has a girlfriend.
No.
For some reason. So, cut to naked girlfriend. She just gets in the shower.
Yeah.
And as she's getting out of the shower.
Gotta get undressed for 20 seconds.
Right. We need those Japanese dollars. Yeah, she gets out of the shower. She hears a knock, or she hears something outside. She's psychic. And then we see the mask.
Yeah. Imagine any devil mask from Kmart from the 80s.
Put 2 horns underneath growing out the chin. And a little bit of beard.
Yeah.
It's a weird mask.
And a robe. And
she invites this person in thinking it's
Tommy. Yeah, everyone thinks it's just Tommy.
And then she gets completely naked again.
Yep.
And lays back all
Lays back and then closes her eyes I just gotta take it.
Yeah, and she's like, do what you want, Tommy. And then the killer, he has a pitchfork.
Yep.
And boom, pitchfork to the side of the face.
She dead.
Neck. The deaths were pretty good in this movie. For the most part, the special effects for the death scenes,
the gore
was pretty good. The gore was pretty good in this one.
For where they were at, 88.
So then we cut back to Tommy's bedroom. We see Tommy, and Roger shows up, and he wants to talk to Tommy.
Totally ruins his workout.
Totally ruins Tommy's workout.
I mean, he's doing pull-ups, and he's working out. He's got his jeans on, but his shirt off. And he's got his cool little headband.
He's got a bandana that he wears.
It's a really long bandana.
Very Rambo-ish.
He ties it on. It hangs down past his shoulders.
Well, that was the look in the 80s.
Okay.
That was a Rambo.
All right.
And so Roger's telling Tommy that he needs to stay away from Grandpa. He needs to knock this shit off.
Yeah.
And he needs to
get some direction in your life, Tommy.
You're living in a basement, Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy, he opens Tommy's closet door.
Well, Tommy takes and shows. He's like, you think I need direction? He's like, look at this.
And he's got a shrine to Satan. And in this shrine, there's a jar with a fetus in it.
Yeah.
And his brother, the cop, just has no questions about this. Just because...
He's like, I knew it, Tommy.
I assume we're supposed to believe that that's a real fetus, that Tommy's a devil worshiper, and wouldn't just have a prop.
I don't think it's a Halloween decoration.
Right, because that'd be embarrassing if you're Tommy. But yeah, so Roger the brother just doesn't really seem to mind this, and but yeah, we are supposed to be. So Tommy's the damn devil worshipping Satan.
Damn Tommy.
Lover with his grandpa in the cult.
Yeah.
And then we somehow cut to, I have no, because like you mentioned earlier, everyone walks through a cemetery
Yeah.
to get anywhere in this movie. And at one point, Tommy's sister and her friend are walking through the cemetery, and the friend asks Tommy's sister about Roger.
Uh-huh.
And wants to bang him, and the sister, and then like ask the sister like what he looks like without that cop uniform.
Yeah.
On.
And the sister's like, I don't think he's wild enough for you.
Yeah.
Slut.
Like, you kinky bitch.
All due respect.
And then we meet the sister's boyfriend.
He's a D-bag.
Who looks like
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald from Mad TV.
Yeah.
He was the guy that played Stewart, or was it Stewart?
Yep. Look what I can do. And
yeah.
Jumps up and he's done a lot of stuff.
Grandpa comes and he tries to bang his granddaughter.
Yeah, he just tries to get a little handsy with her.
And then the boyfriend cock blocks him.
Yep.
He
big
does
time.
not appreciate it.
No. Won't even shake his hand.
And then somehow we cut to Tommy walking in on his sister
And that guy.
banging her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he is pissed.
Yeah. Well, his sister's got her titties out.
I mean, she is in her room.
Yeah.
Like,
She is 30.
She is 30. So,
Like, well, like the sister's supposed to be like 15 probably in the movie. 16, I don't know.
who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's supposed to be 23, 25,
Yeah.
she's
probably
probably supposed to be 17, 18.
Yeah. Still, that's old enough.
Right.
Let your sister do what your sister's gonna
But
do.
he's not happy. So
No.
he grabs Stewart, throws him, like, threatens
Chokes
to murder him.
Yeah. Stewart throws like some weird tries to hit him, and Tommy blocks it and hits him.
His
and-
karate
Yeah.
elbow. Yeah, so then Stewart, the boyfriend, he goes wandering through the cemetery.
Yeah, he has to walk through the cemetery
Again,
home.
you have to walk through the cemetery.
Pants still unbuttoned, buckle out, and he finally decides to put all that away. He's like, well, I guess I'll close up shop. This thing ain't gonna suck itself.
And he's like muttering to himself, like, I'll get you, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you for
Ooh,
that.
next time, Tommy.
And I want to fuck your sister.
And he hears
She
like
let
one
me.
noise.
So then he hears a noise and he starts.
If you're out there, he runs.
So he runs and somehow completely misses the giant open grave.
Yeah. But luckily trips right before it, so he falls right into the grave.
And then there's the masked man again. And this
Yep.
time he has a shovel.
And slowly lifts it above his head. And the boyfriend's like just standing there like,
He's like,
no,
help me. No, he's like, help me. Can you help me out of here? Like, he's clearly not.
He's
there
like,
to
yeah,
help
let me
you.
raise this shovel up and lower it down on you to pull you out.
Yeah, but then we get a pretty good. He chops the shovel down
Yeah.
through his head.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
So Stewart's dead.
He dead.
He's dead.
You know, he dead with blue balls. Poor bastard.
And it appears that, there's already a freshly dug grave. So you would think
Just
that
cover that
he would
up.
just cover the body.
Yeah, the killer would.
Right.
Yeah.
So now we go back to the barn where
barn.
Grandpa and his Satan worshippers,
Yeah.
his little cult, they are all there and they're all standing around a pentagram
Uh-huh.
and they're chanting.
Share the blood. Blood is good. Something
says,
like that.
We welcome the night.
Yeah.
We honor the master.
Yeah.
And then they takes this little chalice of blood. Share the blood.
To every single person. Share the blood.
Share the blood.
Share the blood.
Yes, the blood. We share it. Yes. Okay. Yes. Share the blood.
Share it.
Everybody share.
I didn't get any blood.
Who's not sharing the blood? Who I said.
Put your hands up.
Put your hand up. Admit to it now. It'll make it easier on everybody. The sooner you fess up, the sooner we get out of here. Share the blood.
Share the blood.
Yes. And they have a new blonde girl.
And guess what? She's naked.
She's naked.
Well, I think she had like underwear on and like a see-through top, but she loses that pretty quick.
Yeah. And then they brand her
Uh-huh.
in the ass with the pentagram.
Yeah.
Which
Is the same
so
with...
now that's the same thing that the one girl had.
And so the one girl is part of it, but she got killed?
But she's dead. Yeah. So
Yeah.
apparently she should have known that the rule is don't try to fuck Tommy.
Yep.
It's really, I don't know.
My number one rule, I never try to fuck Tommy.
Dude, it's a good rule to have.
Yeah.
I am gonna...
It's tattooed, like, right
Let's say,
beside
I'm
my
gonna get it
dick.
tattooed
So
soon.
in case I get that close, like, I take off my pants, I'm all, but, oh, nope, can't fuck Tommy. It's tattooed right there.
Well, so now we find out that Roger Tommy's younger brother.
Uh-huh.
And this girl,
the sister's like, just pretend like you like her. Let her think you like her, Roger.
Yeah, so what do?
Instantly, they leave the party, like, holding hands.
Yeah.
And then they go
to the cemetery.
They gotta go to the cemetery.
Oh, because he's there to do his police work.
Oh, yeah. He takes her along.
Yeah, he's like, hey, you want to go shoot some kids with me?
Yeah.
So, yeah, they find out there's some trick-or-treaters, like some little kids in the cemetery. They run them off.
Yep.
And then they immediately fuck.
He just had to pretend to like her.
That's it. That's all he had to do. They immediately fuck in the graveyard on top of a freshly dug grave.
Yep.
And spoiler alert, that's going to come back in a second.
Believe it or not, they return to the cemetery in this movie.
Yeah. So then we go to the friend of the sister and the sister.
Yeah, the friend that just had sex with the brother Roger.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
she's like, hey, I fucked Roger.
Yeah. Because the sister says, where'd you guys do it? And then we
where? Well,
we immediately cut to the two girls, and the girl is showing the sister.
They're back in the cemetery.
Back in the cemetery.
She's like, we fucked right there.
That's exactly what the scene is.
And like during the sex scene, like she was like holding hands in the dirt with like just a hand in the dirt. Yeah, but it wasn't.
Yeah, so
but they didn't notice it while they were fucking. They just got up, and he's like, I gotta get back to work, and they leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like.
The sister sees it immediately.
But this scene, like, I cannot stress enough how weird it is that the sister asks, where did you two do it?
Yeah.
And then the cut is immediate, and we get her going right there.
Right there. Right, that's the exact spot.
Like, I love that they answer the question immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so clearly there's a...
They're like, the audience isn't clever enough to put all this together. Like, we just have to hold their little audience hand and just walk them right through this.
There's clearly a hand sticking out of the grave.
And the sister's like, ha, try to fool me again.
Yeah, but then, so they pull it turns out to be the boyfriend,
yeah.
Stuart.
The killer pulled him out of the grave that he killed him in. And then filled the grave in mostly with dirt. And then put Stewart back in it and then barely covered him up.
Exactly.
And then Roger and the girl fucked on him.
Because he knew that they were going to go there.
Yeah.
It
the killer's smart.
It's also, I'm pretty sure, not the same grave area that he fell into.
No. Yeah. I don't think it was either.
So at this point, who is the killer? Who were you thinking?
The grandpa.
The grandpa's been going around killing.
Yeah. Even in the scene where they're in the barn, grandpa's got that mask. Well, they all got the mask on.
But are we sure it's not Tommy?
Or Tommy. Yep, Tommy. People seem to think it's Tommy.
Right. So, we're at the party. There's a Halloween party going on in town, and we get a 2.5 to 3 minute stand up.
Oh my god!
So you want to set this? You want to do?
Well, it was after another nude scene. A girl just was at the party, and she like turns around, lets someone undo her dress. Oh yeah, it's the girl that's Brandon. Just gets undressed and like strips for everybody. So then like it's a shot to the outside of the party. People are in line to get in. I don't know. They're outside smoking, and the guy comes out. He's like, "Hey, did you guys see the stripper?" And it just happened. They're outside. He knows they didn't. And they're like, "No." He's like, "What's the deal with strippers?" And he just goes in to a fucking comedy set. Like, it's so obvious. He's like, doing the shoulder thing, and he's like, you ever see these magazines where girls are stripping? And he gets down on the ground, like, spreads his legs all wide, pretending to be the girl. He's like, I like horse rides and mountaintops. And then he just goes into other bits. It's
a 2.5 to 3 minute stand-up comedy set.
And you said he was a comic. They brought a comedian in.
His name is Wild Bill Tucker. A lot of the information I'm getting for this movie is from Joe Bob Briggs. And he's saying he talked about how he actually knew Wild Bill.
Wild Bill?
They did comedy together.
Oh wow.
And he was like, and he was like, look, he was actually a really good comedian. Yeah. Like they edited his scene down.
I mean, there's no joke that's just gonna look natural there.
Right.
Like you come out and like have him like say it to one person in passing. But, like people, like, start staring around, and, like, it cuts to the crowd laughing, and it's him, like, going through bits.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's just so weird and
awkward.
awkward.
We got a music video in this movie.
And now comedy.
Now we get a comedy.
And I said it. I said if they start doing black magic. So I guess, God damn it, they snuck it in. This is the worst Halloween ever.
They got you. They got you good.
I'm so mad at Smarsh for turning off my microphone, and I had to watch this movie now.
This was Smarsh's long call.
Oh, damn it.
He got you good. You fell right into Smarsh's
trick or treat.
Smarsh has nothing but tricks. Okay, so now...
His punishment is he has to watch this movie.
Yeah, yeah. So, at the Halloween party, girls naked, we get the stand-up comedian. We go back now. The sister is pissed off when they find the dead body of the boyfriend. She knows Tommy did it.
Yeah.
So, she also...
Because Tommy already attacked him once.
Right. So, she goes to the barn because, Tommy hangs out with the weird grandpa.
She's sick of all the malarkey.
Shenanigans.
Yeah.
And she goes to the barn to call Tommy out on it.
Yep.
And as soon as she gets there, Grandpa turns on her.
Grandpa has got the mask on and like kind of a robe, and then just a flannel shirt and
still
jeans.
Wearing his normal clothes.
He looks like Al from Tool Time.
Yep.
Just put on a devil's mask.
Yeah, he's got his normal clothes on.
Everyone else is in black and everything. And Grandpa's leading this stuff and just looks
Grandpa
ridiculous.
Can't be bothered. He's got pumpkins to deliver.
Yeah.
He's got a job.
It's not going to change.
Right. Just because he worships Satan doesn't mean he doesn't have a job.
He wants to do it comfortably.
So, he grabs the sister. They tie her up to sacrifice her. Surprisingly, they leave her clothes on.
Yeah.
That was a shocker.
That was nice of them.
We meet her, and she's naked.
Yeah.
So he gives the knife to Tommy. And he tells Tommy to sacrifice his sister to Satan or the master.
Yeah. Share the blood.
Share the blood.
Share the blood.
Share the blood. If we haven't stressed this enough, we want to say share the blood.
If you got blood, share it. It's not hard.
But hey, Tommy isn't the bad guy we thought he was.
Yeah.
He cuts his sister down and it lets her escape.
Yep. And they all just stand around.
This isn't the most proactive cult.
They're like, should we go after him?
He's like, no. He said share the blood. He said nothing about chasing people down.
Yeah.
No, we're just here to share the blood.
Yeah, share the blood.
So the sister escapes, and Tommy takes his mask off, and he's like, I've had enough of this, Grandpa. Yep. I quit.
I'm going to go walk through the cemetery.
Yeah, I'm going to go walk through the cemetery and think about this. So he leaves, and it's pretty easy to leave the cult.
Yeah.
I mean...
No one chased him after him.
Nope, but Grandpa's pissed.
Yeah.
And, the one cult member even asked, like, should we go after him? And he's like, no, I've got to... I know what I'm going to do. And then he laughs. So we cut back to the Halloween party.
It's popping off.
It's popping off.
Yeah,
we get like a woman who's got to be in her 50s.
I mean, she looks good.
Yeah,
but she's not.
But I'm just saying,
she's not 20 like that's supposed to be. The 20s party goer.
Yeah, and she immediately tries to bang Roger.
Yeah,
the cop, and the same joke happens again where like, oh, that's not just a uniform.
Yeah,
or that's not just a costume. So she goes into the bathroom, and we just meet this woman.
Yeah. That was her coming on to Roger, then going to the bathroom.
About her.
And Roger rebuffed her.
Yeah, Roger's like, look,
he's like, I'm working.
I'm on duty.
Yeah.
You're also old enough to be my mom. And,
I mean, you're hot still, but come on.
Joe really wants to drive now look.
Why doesn't she look good? Okay?
She's listening.
Yeah.
She's definitely 90 right now.
But hey,
she's hot.
That's all right. Holla at your boy. Happy Halloween. Trick or treat.
Put your dentures in. Holla at your boy.
Oh, don't put your dentures. Oh!
It's her body, her dentures.
Yeah.
She does what she wants with them.
Yep.
So, yeah, the masked person.
Yeah, walks into the bathroom.
Out of the bathroom stall. And she's immediately like...
Is that a woman thing? Like, immediately is on this killer. It was like, I just met a cop and I love Halloween and he just talking. She's high on cocaine or something.
I caught a cop out there and I asked him if that was just his outfit or not. And he said it was. But he was very hot. And she's just going on. And then she's like, can you help me with my corset? Because you know how the men like the corsets now, real tight. And she's just talking. And the
killer might not even want to kill. Like, I think the killer just went in there to use the bathroom.
And then the killer's like, "Oh my god,
how do I get you to shut up?"
So this is a weird death scene. He like tightens the corset
Really tight.
but it seems to be just so they could have her top
Pop
open in
open.
the front.
Yeah, just enough. You don't see like the full titty.
You see just enough.
The whole rest of the movie is nothing but full
But
titty.
somehow tightening the corset enough killed her.
Well, made her pass out, and
Made her
then she just
pass
gets
out.
stabbed in the back and doesn't. She's so passed out, she doesn't even like squirm
Scream
from
or
that.
anything.
Yeah, it just kills
Yeah.
her.
So she's dead. The woman that we've known
Yeah,
about 30 seconds.
she's dead.
You know, tragic loss in this movie.
I know.
She
never got that dick.
The sister shows up with her friend.
Yeah, sure, she got tied up and almost sacrificed to Satan.
But she's got a party.
It's Halloween. That's going to happen on Halloween.
It's going to happen.
I can't tell you how many Halloweens I was almost sacrificed to Satan.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's an October 31st
Yeah.
edition.
It's like hide your black hats. Hide your black hats if you have them, and just know that you're going to almost be sacrificed to Satan.
Well, when you leave here tonight, Joel,
Yeah.
you're walking through the cemetery to go home.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just
I'll be ready. I'm going to...
Right.
You know what? I was going to put my pants on before I leave, but I'm not going to.
I don't think you should.
No.
I
I was going to leave them off.
The sister and the friend go in the bathroom. The sister goes into one of the stalls.
Because they go to the party. Like, she's
They're
like,
at the
all right,
party.
we're going to have fun.
They're at the party.
I'm going to go, and I'm going to fix my face, because even though my grandpa almost killed me, and my brother's missing,
And my boyfriend's dead.
yeah, my boyfriend's dead, let's have some fun.
You fucked my brother on his corpse.
Yeah, let's have a little fun.
But let's, shake it out.
Yeah, so they go to the bathroom. She goes in the stall to fix her face. And the girl's just sitting there, the one that just got killed.
Yeah, but they see her, they're like, oh, some people can handle their
Yeah,
alcohol.
even though she's like just sitting there, eyes wide open, like,
She's clearly dead.
yeah. I mean, she looks good, but she looks bad. You know?
We get it.
She's like probably
You have
still.
a thing.
She's probably still a little warm.
You have
is
a
what I'm
thing for
saying.
this random actress in this 80s movie.
She's alright. Holla at your boy.
I want to find out who she is.
Holla at your
And
boy.
we're going to find out if she is on Cameo.
Oh, yes! Okay, so they're in the bathroom, and the sister goes in the stall.
She's hanging up coats.
Yeah. She's like, hey, hang up my coat, friend. The friend is like nothing. She's just there to like service the sister.
Yeah.
And the brother, apparently.
Right.
Hey-o.
But so she's hanging up the coats in the closet in the
Yep.
bathroom, like you do at a party.
And then just shuts the door.
And then...
But immediately she turns around.
And here comes the mask guy again.
Yep, the killer just comes right out of the closet.
Strangles her. Strangles her real good.
Yep. Real good.
No,
So good, like, doesn't even make a sound. So the sister doesn't even notice this in the stall that she's
until
in.
she walks back out. She's looking for her friend.
Yep.
She sees her hovering in the closet. And she's like, oh, Cindy, or whatever. her
Will
name
you
is.
come on?
Will you just float back down?
Yeah. But she looks, and
Oh my
she's
God,
hanging there
Cindy's
dead.
Whatever her
Yep.
name is. She's dead.
She dead.
She's for some reason got blood on her now, though.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
And then she goes to get the girl that's had too much punch, and she's like trying to shake her, but then she looks on her hand, and she's got blood on her hand
She's
from where she was
also
stabbed. Yep, she dead.
So she runs out.
She's like, all right, I'm just gonna go party.
Yeah. She runs out, and Grandpa's at the party
Yep.
in his mask.
He's pissed.
Right, he's pissed.
And he knows Grandpa because he's got that flannel shirt on.
The flannel on. But what's this? There's another masked person.
Yep.
And it looks, it seems like it's Tommy, because we've seen the same tall,
Yep.
thin masked guy
Yep.
wandering around. He killed, this tall, thin one is the one that killed Pentagram Butt Girl.
Yep.
Gina Fine.
Gina Fine.
So Grandpa, the two masked people fight
Yep.
on the stairs.
And it's definitely Grandpa that's fighting.
It's very,
Even though they make like the stunt person must have weighed 100 pounds.
you said it looked like a scene from like a Shakespeare play.
Yeah, the way they were fighting up the
Yeah,
steps
they're,
and
like,
stuff.
yeah, it's very Shakespearean looking, or it's just very like high school play.
Yeah.
Looking. But Grandpa gets he gets the pitchfork.
And he
to the
falls.
stomach.
Yep.
He falls.
And then all of a sudden, everyone loves Grandpa because he's dead now. They're like, Grandpa!
Yeah, so Roger runs back in, and the sister's like, oh my God, it's Tommy. And, Grandpa wasn't evil, I think. I don't know. And Roger, like, as the thinner masked person goes to run,
Yep.
Tommy
finally gets to shoot. Finally gets to shoot someone.
Yeah, Roger's like, Tommy, don't make me do it, and then immediately shoots.
Yeah,
and
shoots him in the back.
Shoots him in the back.
Shoulder, it looked like.
So then we see Tommy, or we see the masked person stumbling through. He's
gonna walk it off.
They leave.
He's gonna walk it off.
The bar, the party.
Yeah.
And of course, where do they go?
Walmart.
No.
Oh, the cemetery.
Because you got to when you live in this town. And they take the mask off. Walking. Yeah. And the killer's like, before I die, I'm going to take my mask off. It's not Tommy.
Nope.
Who is it?
It's Tommy's mom.
It's the mom.
And she dies right there at the grave of her husband. And she's like, I just wanted to protect my kids.
Right, because Tommy finds her.
Yep.
He's also still walking through the cemetery.
He really had to clear his head, He's like, thought he was a Satan guy.
He left the Satan group today. So, he's got some big changes in his life.
Being 40 is rough.
It is.
I'm here to tell you. I'm 41. I get it, Tommy.
So she says, I was just trying to protect him. I was just trying to keep my family together.
Yeah.
And then she dies.
And then it kind of makes sense. Everyone that got killed was somebody either wanted to fuck or fucked one of the kids.
And now we're left with the question of why.
Yeah. Oh, well, what'd Grandpa do before he died?
Oh. So Grandpa does the I love you devil horns.
To Roger.
To Roger. And we see a little red glowing orb.
Really bad red glowing
really
orb.
Bad.
It was like they reflected a light off of something like it wasn't.
Right, it was real bad.
Yeah.
And
for all the kill scenes, they really fucked that scene up.
So as soon as we cut away from dead mom and Tommy, we travel, I guess, I'm assuming a little bit in the future.
Yeah.
Like at least a week, maybe a couple days. And we see a robed figure in the barn where, for some reason, like, the sister's not went and told everybody, like, there's goddamn rituals happening.
Yeah, tear this barn down.
But the figure turns around, and it's goddamn Roger.
Roger!
He's possessed.
He's not a good guy now.
No, he's not. Tommy was the good guy the whole time.
So there's got to be a sequel. Was there a sequel?
There was not.
Oh, we got to write the sequels.
We can.
Tommy's dead.
I think if we go through the future.
I'm doing comedy. I'm doing comedy in it. I'm going to get a set in.
Tommy's
Type 5.
If he was supposed to be 25 in 1981.
Yeah, 81.
So what is that?
That's 39 years later.
So almost 41 years later. So he'd be like 66.
Yeah.
Ish right now.
So I wonder how old that girl would be that was in the bathroom. Holla at your boy! I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter.
But yeah, so that's the movie.
Yep. Happy Halloween.
For some reason,
hi Pike.
The mom wanted to kill. I still don't understand the mom's motivation. Yeah.
But during the movie, she didn't like any really of the people. She would make little comments like, "I don't like that she's with that boy or this girl," and
So was she also in the cult?
I think she was just in the cult of lonely moms who just want to, keep their kids from fucking.
So what you're basically saying to me is that the plot makes no sense.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So I honestly,
it's Halloween because there's pumpkins, and there's people in costumes, and
like they knew
naked
the
girls.
of Halloween.
Yeah. Like they had a chalkboard. They're like, all right, we need 5 points. Let's get it. They're like Halloween, pumpkins, naked girls again, and then cemetery. And that's it.
And a little bit of
share the blood.
Share the blood. Just share it.
Share it.
So this movie really doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Nope.
It's called Hacker Lantern, and like I think, if I was thinking Hacker Lantern, I would think this is like a movie about
slasher,
like a slasher with like a pumpkin head.
Yeah, that's why I said there were not even a lot of the deaths. Like you said, the shovel is kind of like a hack, but to me, a hack is like a knife or a butcher knife, and you're hacking away.
Yeah.
Like people are choked, they're hung, they're hit with the shovel.
Yeah, so you're very upset by the
hit with like the rake to the face on the porn girl.
You were promised hacking.
Yes.
And you weren't.
I got the I got the comedian. That was a little hacky.
It was very hacky.
Yeah. It all makes sense
so
now.
I would say, the best time to watch this movie would be to put it on in the background at a Halloween party.
Yeah.
I think it's really good for that, just because of the nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
you'll see some naked females.
It's an 80s horror movie, so you're definitely going to see some nudity.
Yeah. And I respect the female body.
Right. You did say at one point, they need to hang some dong.
Yeah, so I did. I said I feel like with this much nudity,
equal out,
and they never did.
Get some dong hanging.
I mean, they showed Tommy with his shirt off a lot, but that didn't do it for me.
He mostly lived with a shirt off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy cannot be constrained by the rules of the world. So overall, I
think it was a Halloween miracle that the first episode didn't go right because we got to watch this.
We got to watch something that's a bit more Halloween.
Yeah.
Feeling.
On Halloween.
But so IMDb.com for Hack-O-Lantern.
I thought you were calling yourself DB. I thought you were just
I
was like, whoa, where are we going with this?
What's your guess as to what this movie is rated?
On the Mothman, I guess too high. So this one, I'm gonna guess 3.4.
That's what I guessed for that was the Mothman one.
Okay.
Now this movie is rated a 4.7.
That's what I guessed for the Mothman movie. Whoa, dude, what is happening?
I know.
And I didn't see any of that.
Yeah. So
Halloween is creepy.
Movie, we did the same. Me asking Joel to guess the rating on IMDb. He guessed 4.7.
Yeah, but it was
3.4. So 4.7 out of 10. That's with 909 people giving it a rating.
Get on there and vote.
It's an hour and 27 minutes of your time. Not real sure if you can ever get that back. And who did you say? Also, can we figure out any idea who you think that woman was that died in the bathroom?
Her name or anything?
Because if you can come up with that.
She's never had a name. She didn't give a name. She was just like, hey.
What was she? Do you remember what she was dressed as? Because at the end here,
Cleopatra maybe.
So we get Cat Girl. It's played by a doctor. That's weird.
I remember Cat Girl. She was in the background.
There's a geisha.
It wasn't a geisha. She was kind of a bitch.
Callie?
Callie? Does I have her picture? No, I'll never forget her face.
Did you say her phone number? Michelle Brooks.
How about you, boy?
It's the only movie she's ever been in.
All right. It's probably no cameo.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some digging to see if I can't find your future girlfriend.
Look, age doesn't matter to me, okay?
Hey, man, apparently not.
Well, I mean, they got to be like a certain. there has to be a benchmark. Like they have to be a certain age. Oh, but then after that,
unless they're legal.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, a couple years.
She's 80.
That's all
right. But okay, so IMDb's rated this 4.7 out of 10. But what would you personally rate it?
3.54, somewhere around there. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a little twist. It was the mom, you thought it was, but the grandpa was awful. Just all the it's just like an excuse to show naked women.
Right.
Which I don't hate, but I mean, it's like, I'm not 12. Like I've.
Well, when you consider,
I can see naked women like pretty much any time I want now. Thanks, internet.
Pretty much any time I want. Like, when I'm at family dinners, I probably shouldn't be Googling things.
Hey, you're not my boss.
But I mean, granted, so given the fact that this was a dude who had about $150,000, paid some UCLA college student to write a script, hired a director that could barely speak English and had no idea what Halloween really was.
And a main actor who'd never acted before.
A main actor's never acted. This is exactly pretty much what
this happens when you get a punter and make a movie with a punter.
So when I rate this movie, as a movie itself, like just as a movie, just as a film in film history, like I'm going like 2 out of 10.
Yeah.
But like if you look at it, like I rate it for like I'm rating it amongst horror movies.
Yeah.
And this is it's a cheesy 80s horror movie with a ridiculous plot.
Yeah, bad acting.
Kind of fun to watch.
I had fun.
So I'm going to just go with a 5.
5?
I'm going to call it a 5.
Yeah.
Right there in the middle.
Sure.
I think if you need something to go to for a cheesy-ass action or a horror movie, you could do worse.
Every Halloween, we're going to watch this now.
We're not going to. I refuse to make that a tradition. It's got to be rated at least a 6 for me
Okay.
to make that kind of commitment.
They didn't have a dong. If they would have hung a little dong, it would have
Look, if
gotten
they would
a
have hung a
6.
dong, as soon as we hit stop and recording this, I'd pop that movie back open. But they didn't. So,
Nope.
but yeah. So happy Halloween.
Happy
everybody.
Halloween, everybody.
We hope you guys have enjoyed the month of October with us. We brought you some Mothman.
We did this for you. We redid it for you guys.
Yeah.
We don't want to put anything out there that's not up to our quality.
So I'm not saying I'm not the best producer, but I am saying that this has happened a few times.
And I'm no help, so I'm not placing any blame or I could never do better. It just happened.
Yeah,
but it brought us back together.
I
It's
just
a
forgot.
little Halloween
I just want to see you
miracle.
again before the end of the year.
Yeah.
Before the end of the year.
End of the year?
My year
This is
ends.
it?
My year ends October 31st.
You got a weird
And we
calendar.
begin again.
Sure, that's smart.
Yeah, I go off the Halloween calendar.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so thanks everybody for
Yep. Thank you.
hanging with us this October. We hope you have a happy Halloween, and if you're listening to this on Halloween Day, I recommend if you're looking for a movie to watch, the WNUF Halloween special, also on Shudder. It is a super fun, supposed to be a newscast, and they're doing like an on-location haunted house like news report.
Yeah.
And shit goes crazy, but all throughout this movie that looks like it's a news report, like it looks like a news report from the 80s. We get like the commercial breaks.
Oh, cool.
With 80s commercials.
Oh,
Like,
cool.
it's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
WNUF Halloween special.
I'm glad we didn't watch something good like that.
I would love to. It's just not. It'd be a weird thing to review.
Well, if you fuck up this audio, that'll be the next one.
If I fuck this one up, we're gonna be doing it in November. We're doing Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
So do all the things of following us and referring us to friends.
Yes, please.
We'd appreciate it. And you can send our email address is going to be in the description of this episode. Send us emails with we're trying to get some listener submitted stories.
Yeah.
If you've got experience with a ghost, something paranormal, something weird's happened to you, let us know.
Murder in a town you live in, or just a weird crime.
Yeah, if there's something in your town, let us know.
If someone built a killdozer and destroyed your town, and it's not the killdozer story that we've already done. If it's another one, let us know.
We'd love to hear about it.
Yeah.
If you're a cannibal who's met somebody online and ate them,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
please let us.
If you're out of jail
Reach
now.
out to us. We'd love to interview you. If
great.
you are a serial killer
And
you haven't let anybody know,
are you talking to me? Am I?
hey man, if you are,
I'm not saying I am. I'm not saying I'm not.
If you want to come and talk to us, we'd love to have you as a guest.
Email us.
I'll let you into my home. Until next time, check back for a new actual episode about a crime.
Yep.
And we'll be doing these movie reviews about every other week.
They're fun.
Yeah. So,
Happy
thanks,
Halloween.
guys. Happy Halloween. See you later.
Bye.